Good morning. This is Leanne Allegretto at the National Weather Service in Missoula. This is the planning briefing for all of western Montana and north central Idaho in the upcoming 6 to 7 days or so. So some forecast talking points to lead us into this. Snowfall is likely across most of the forecast area for a lot of the upcoming week. So it won't be a lot in terms of accumulations, but it will be persistent light snow on and off through most of the week. The winds that we will have out of the east will continue to be strong, but not as strong as previously forecast, and those will kind of diminish through the week as well. And we are expecting colder temperatures through the week, but not as cold as once thought possible, especially for points along and south of the I-90 corridor into north central Idaho as well. So let's get into those details. So here's the snowfall we're expecting through late Monday morning. As you can see, the focus remains across northwest Montana and into north central Idaho, particularly in the higher terrain, so about 4,000, 5,000 feet and higher. And we will have additional snowfall after this, which will be from Monday afternoon through Tuesday afternoon. So you can see the focus here. The left-hand graphic is the entire forecast area, and then I have it zoomed in to roughly north central Idaho on the right side graphic. So a lot of areas seeing around 1 to 3 inches, a couple 3 to 4 inches, but then as you go higher in elevation, you see up to about 8 inches, up to 12 inches in the highest terrain. So that's in addition to, the previous graphic. So this is Monday afternoon through Tuesday afternoon. So we could have some issues, particularly across the Highway 12 corridor and in and around specific areas in north central Idaho. Now, I mentioned the temperatures were going to be cold, but not as cold. So let's look at Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, which will be our coldest days in the forecast. On the left, I have the high temperatures, and on the right, I have the low temperatures for Monday. And you can see that, again, the focus of coldest temperatures will be across northwest Montana and along the Continental Divide. So not a whole lot in the way of substantially colder temperatures than what we've seen so far this winter, especially along I-90 and south and west. Going into Tuesday, the high temperatures once again are quite cold up in northwest Montana, especially overnight, and with the influence of winds, we could see some pretty cold wind chills. And we're a little bit colder as you move further to the south and west, but overall not incredibly cold, not to the full potential of cold that we thought that this air mass might create. And then Wednesday, again, very cold up in the northwest, but slightly moderating in time. Overnight temperatures, some negatives, especially along the Continental Divide and up towards the Canadian border. And a lot of teens in the Wednesday night low temperature, especially down along I-90 and points west into north central Idaho. So daytime temperatures not too, out of the normal, but nighttime temperatures are quite cold. So what does it look like Wednesday onward? We're expecting light snowfall to persist, but mostly in the mountainous terrain across northwest Montana, including Lookout Pass, and across north central Idaho. Winds will lessen through the week and become more southerly area-wide, so we'll gradually transition out of that easterly flow pattern. And temperatures will remain well below normal for northwest Montana, but seasonal everywhere else. The 6 to 10 day outlook, slightly above normal, greater than 40% chance of seeing above normal amounts of precip in our general forecast area. And then the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, we are still well below normal, and the further east you go, the colder you will be. How does it shake out in our impact weather threat matrix? Well, it looks like pretty high and extreme conditions continue through Monday for north central Idaho into northwest Montana, where those winds will be strongest and the snowfall will be heaviest. We do have some moderate areas through west central Montana, both Monday, and then Tuesday it'll be moderate in north central Idaho and northwest Montana, where the snow continues and the winds continue. But everywhere else, kind of a low threat, like I said, with those light persistent snow showers continuing through the week, mainly in northwest Montana and north central Idaho. So obviously the very focus of highest impacts will be in the next 24 to 48 hours, and then gradually taper off from there. And that's all we have for today. Please join us on Tuesday for our next briefing.